of people, when they speak about going to the bush or on safari, they're always, oh yeah, I prefer to be in a tent, out in the bush and rough it and everything, and I'm all for that. I really am. Like in the Mara camp, it's amazing to have that small little bubble, and you're close to nature. Only canvas separates you and the wild. You hear all the sounds and everything like that, and I'm all for that. But let's be honest here. A high-end 5-star lodge, which also, and this is important, has a 5-star experience. It's also pretty fucking nice every once in a while. So I'm at Singita Faru Faru in the Grumeti, and we arrived yesterday, here for 4 nights, another 3 nights now, and then off to the Okavango Delta. But for now, you get lodges that have a 5-star facility. The food, the rooms, everything's 5-star, but there's a big difference to a lodge that has a 5-star facility, rooms, all that stuff, but also a 5-star experience. The details, the service, the people, right? And from the moment when you arrive at Singita, and all the properties are the same, it's the first time for me at Faru Faru here, blown away. The service levels, the attention to detail, like I said, the rooms is immaculate. But I've been in other lodges where they're also great, but it's just not the same. These guys do it really well. So, look, I'm all for roughing it and camping and getting close to nature. I just wonder about everybody who shoots down the luxury side of safari very quickly. Is it, let's be honest, because you can't afford it? Is it that? Is it that it makes you uncomfortable? I don't know what it is, but I'm just being honest here. I love tents. I love the camping vibe of it, but this is pretty cool as well. Not going to lie to you. Still heard lions, I think, early this morning. Loads of hyenas calling. Woke up and I opened the this big window that looks out into the bush. So I woke up with the moon coming through. It's amazing. It really is cool. It's been a while. January was good, interesting, lots of personal things to focus on and sort out. The coaching side of it's going really, really well. It's amazing and especially when you work with someone for a long time, you get to know them and you start seeing change hit. I had an amazing session yesterday morning. We were at a little lodge in just outside Kilimanjaro Airport. And I caught up with a session with one of my clients, been working with her for about 1.5 years. And just to see the change, I said to her, listen, you know what you must actually do is you got to go back, because all the sessions that I do is recorded and then it auto syncs into Google as a backup so people can go back and rewatch it if needed. But I said to her, we need to go back and look at one of your first videos from like 1.5 years ago. It would be mind-blowing to see the change. And it's such a cool thing. It makes me proud, man. It's just, and very grateful to be involved in that kind of process. So that's all going well. I'm working on a bigger project for that, book/course. So that's bubbling on the side. And then on the current trip I'm doing, this is a wild eye trip, obviously. I am doing another 4 nights or 4 days here in the Serengeti, Grumeti, Joburg for 1 night just as a stopover. Then we're going to the Okavango Delta for 4 nights, Little Vimbura. Then from there to La Residence in Cape Town, and then ending off at the silo. So it's Tanzania, Botswana, South Africa. Great itinerary. When I get home then, I am changing or shifting my attention almost exclusively to my white whale, which I'll be talking a lot more about when I get home. I'm heading to Svalbard end of March to spend 6 or 7 days on the ice, camping, surviving. It's a course, and that's all in preparation for something I'm going to do next year and then the big one the year after. So it's been a long time coming. It's getting very real now. It's both nervous and excited for this journey that I'm going to start. So more on that, but yeah, it's interesting. Can't wait. That's also, I'm working with these guys, Heli Hansen. I've partnered up with Heli Hansen South Africa, And yes, they give me 1 or 2 pieces of gear, especially that I can use on safari here and talk about for them. But I've also invested quite a bit in purchasing the Arctic expedition gear that I need for what I'm going to be doing the next few years. I have a bag. So my client came from the US, so I bought all the stuff online on a Helly Hansen Pro deal. So you register as a guide and you can get that. And she brought all the pro gear. So I'm sitting here in Africa with a shit ton of Arctic gear, which will hold me down to minus 40 Celsius. So I'll drop that at home. But I'm then partnering, like I said, with Helly Hansen South Africa. This is one of the puffers that I got from them. Very cool. So I'll be sharing more of that. All the links are in my bio to the products that I am using from them per trip. I spoke to Oliver and we looked at the marketing campaigns for the brand over the next couple of months. So if you sign up for the newsletters, you'll see some of the pictures, me with these things and so on and so forth. So it's not just me getting, I'm going to be working with them to raise awareness to their brand because I believe in it. I had a crew mid-layer jacket, I think it's called, in Iceland. Now it's a sailing jacket, so it just cuts wind and it's very waterproof. But I was in, the gust of wind we had in Iceland was about 90 kilometers per hour at one stage at one of the waterfalls. And I was impressed, hey. So having used the base layers and stuff in Iceland, I decided I'm going all in on the brand, relationship building. So you'll see some of the HH stuff coming through. I'm also trying to get, obviously, some of the Wild Eye guys, that side. In some of the gear. So when we chat about that, if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, link in bio, as they say. But yeah, it's been an interesting start to the year. Going well. Birthday a couple of weeks ago. What do I get for my birthday? So we were sitting in the office and doing some Mara spreadsheets up in the boardroom. And I can see everything, but I'm looking hard. I realize I've got to focus pretty hard. Like I'm like squinting and stuff. So, so I'm squinting. And I decided the Friday, let me go and just go to the optometrist. I haven't been for a while. Anyway, it's very high tech since I was last there. And all the letters and things she says I must read, I read pretty well, I thought. And then they do that thing where they drop the lenses in. It's like 1 or 2, 2 or 2, 3, 3, 4. And then eventually they say, okay, read the letters on the far side. And she says, this is you with glasses. And then they take it away and this is you without. I'm like, oh, fuck. Really? And then she does the same with close. Where do you hold your phone? No, it's about here. And same thing. 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 4. This is you without. It's like, oh, god damn. Anyway, so what do you get for your birthday? That's it. So getting used to it. And I think I'm going to lose them, but it is what it is. I'm so far so good. And yeah. So anyway, my mom reckons I look like a professor. Good or bad, I don't know. Anyway, gonna head out soon. There's a pride of about 30 lions apparently about an hour from here. So we're gonna see if we can find them. I think the most I've ever seen together was 27. They took down a zebra. It was brutal. Zebra didn't win, if you were wondering about it. But yeah, it was a nice break. Needed to focus on a few things, get some stuff sorted. So it was great breaking from social, but this time it was good. Needed that. But yeah, I hope you guys are well. I'm back posting on my channel on Instagram, so quotes daily, stuff like that. But also I have created 2 other channels on there as well. One for my white whale, which I'll start that one up as soon as I get back from this trip. And the other one is to do with photography and travel, so from a wild eye point of view. So I'm going to be working on there quite a bit. I quite enjoy that means of posting. But that's it for now. I'm going to finish my coffee in the room, wrap up, and then head down to the main lodge. And that's it for now. Gotta go. Interesting times. Excited and a little bit scared for this whole thing that I'm going to start, but it's fun and games. You live once, they say. Hope you guys are well. Stay in touch. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.